Oh. Good afternoon, people of the world. Good afternoon, Cock Island. I'll explain to you, for those that don't know, why it's called Cock Island later. Well, guys, I'm sorry I've had nothing up for so long, but you know yourself, the weather in this country has been absolutely diabolical. Oh dear. Oh, I get carried away so much. Weather has been absolutely atrocious. I mean, all around the bloody country. I mean, in Wales there's floods and all sorts. It's just been diabolical. It must be nearly a month. Well, it's not far off a month. Definitely 3 weeks since I was out on the bike last. And I don't mind going out on a bit of a cold day, but the weather, I'm not kidding you, 2 hours ago it was snowing. It was blooming sleety and snowing. It says 7 degrees, it's got a heck of a chill factor, and I'm sure it brings it down to more like 2 or something. But I'm sat there in the office, got nothing to edit, nothing to do. I'm looking at my channel thinking I've got to get something up there. And lo and behold, I looked out the window. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's bloody cold. I've just forced myself, get out there, I said to myself, and I never argued. I did as I was told. Usual guys, no idea where I'm going, how long for, but I've just got to get out. Boy oh boy, this is lovely. I cannot wait for the summer. I think I'm looking forward to this summer more than I ever have a summer in my life. It's just been constant wind, constant rain, constant floods. On a biblical flipping level as well, it's crazy. You know, it's definitely not biking weather. Like I say, I don't mind going out in a little bit of rain or a little bit of wind. Well, wind doesn't really bother me, but the wind we've been having would just blow you off the road. It just really would. So I thought, I'm off for work for a couple of days, take a couple of days off. I booked it a few weeks ago, and of course the plan was to get out on the bike, but then the forecast has changed. It's going to be crap for my next 4 days that I'm off, which is typical. So this is awesome, because not only did I get a bike ride in, I've got something to do tomorrow. Now I can edit this. I've been so bored, I've even been looking back and watching my own videos of the Scotland trip. Going there again this year, as you know. Can't wait. So I've got no plans as to where I'm going. I just ride and see where I get, basically. Actually, I know where I might go. I might pop and see Jason. Jason's in Llandudno. He's off today. He did say if you're off and about, come over. Gives me a destination, doesn't it? See how I feel. Because I mean the mountains are going to be absolutely freezing, and I know for a fact the mountains above Denby, if I go that way, the other way like, away from the coast up the mountains, I know for a fact there's snow up there, because I've seen cars coming down with snow all over them. So there's no point in driving into that, is there? I mean, look at it. Not too bad at all. If I can get her out an hour out in this, I'm going to be a happy boy. Really am. Oh, I mean, just forget. Well, I don't forget. I know how much I love this bike, but as soon as you get on it, oh, all those feelings and emotional, and the bond and the comfort, everything just comes flooding back. It's bloody amazing. Ooh, that's cold. That was flipping cold on my face. Ah, heated grips are great, but they don't keep your flipping fingers warm, do they? Even with these shields on I've got. It must make some difference, but it doesn't ever feel like it. I've even been looking at these heated jackets again. But my torso is never cold. That's probably because I've got loads of fat to keep me warm, but it's always the tops of my arms and the tops of my legs, always. And even the full jackets haven't got any heating in the sleeves, so I don't think I'd really gain anything by having a heated jacket on, because like I say, my torso is never the cold bit. I mean, heated gloves I could appreciate, but I'm not spending over 100 quid for them. I will suffer, goddamn you! I will suffer and just cry internally. Oh my god. Welcome to the city of St. Asaph. Population about 20. And that's why it's a city. That's the cathedral. It's a bit more than 20 actually, but it's a bloody small city. You want a city, you've got to pay for it. Here we are, even the river's settled down, thank goodness. About 3 or 4 years ago this place was all underwater, completely underwater. They've done more flood defences since then, but as we know from other places, not always does that work successfully. Oh, I just can't wait for a decent day to get out for a whole day's riding somewhere. Get back out with my buddies and have a bit of fun, bit of a chat, bit of banter, bit of piss taking. You know the stuff, guys. It's part of the biking thing, isn't it? It's just the whole thing is just awesome. Although I do like riding on my own, I've got to be honest. Just not very entertaining for you, unfortunately. That's where it's a bit crap. Right, I'm on the A55 now. I think I'm going to if I didn't know where, yeah, so I'm on the A. Why the hell did I come this way, idiot? I might pull off actually. Yeah, I will. I'll tell you what, in the meantime, here's something to keep you entertained. Something I did in the week, and I can't think of a better time to share it with you guys. Love ya! Watch all the subscriptions go now. Go on, roll VT.
When I die and the lady to rest, gonna go to the place that's best. When they lay me down to die, going on up to the spirit in the sky. Going on up to the spirit in the sky. It's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. Prepare yourself, you know it's a must. You gotta have a friend in Jesus. So you know that when you die, He's gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky. Gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky. It's where you're gonna go when I die. When I die and lay to rest, you're gonna go to the place that's the best. never been a sinner, I've never sinned. I got a friend in Jesus. So you know that when I die, He's gonna set me up with a spirit in the sky. Set me up with a spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best.
Well guys, I'm really sorry about that, I really am. I don't do myself any favours, do I? But what the hell. Come on people, it's a traffic officer, not a copper. My little pinky fingers, they're done. Little tips are frozen. So it says 7 degrees still. Coming into Colwyn Bay now. I tell you where I'm cold now that I've not been cold before, and that's on my inner thighs. I need to squeeze the tank more. Prevent the draft getting in. So there, if you can see it, is Ross-on-Sea. Beyond that is the Little Orme. We're just coming through Colwyn Bay now. Hey, I tell you what, I know you're getting old. Went for an eye test again today, and apparently I got one eye that's long-sighted, one eye that's short-sighted. Not both, one of each. Go figure. Recently, and like I'm reading things, simple letters from school from a daughter, or if you're reading a can of beans to see how many calories or something in it, or anything, I'm having to take a picture with my phone and then zoom in. I mean, that's the next step of that is a bloody magnifying glass, isn't it? Where did my life go? Going blind, bloody arthritis, bloody hell. Stay there. Thank you. Anyway, can't fight it no more. Go on, you slow down, you can now feel the temperature warm up around me. Oh, blue sky, lovely, look at it. Got Conway over there. We're going over the middle down to Llandudno now. I think last time I took you along the prom, didn't I? Towards the pier and at the Orme. That's called Bryn Prydaw. I used to play up there where that monument is when I was a little kiddie wink. Alright, stop. No memory lane stuff today, sorry. I think I've punished you enough with that video I just shown you. Sorry it's not more of an interesting place to take you guys, but going back I'll try and make it a bit more interesting for you. I do appreciate you coming along for the ride, like keeping me company. The old daffodils are out, which is always a nice sign, isn't it? Spring is in the air. Oh, sorry. First landed now. You all? The Great Home. If you want to go up it, go and check that out. Bloody sure I can get to Jason's through that way. I'll have to ask him one next time. Maybe wrong. I thought one of these cut across to his house. Something tells me. I'm sure you can that way. Let's have a little dib dib dab, dib dib. Oh, no motorbikes. Expect access. Well, I am going for access. Well, I'll put this was to save time now. Make myself bloody slower. I'm just accessing the shortcut. So it's the same thing. Surely it's the same meaning. Officer. Nearly there. This way, sir, thank you. Oh, that's weird, there's my old car in front. Well, not my old car, but one exactly the same. Same year too. We just got rid of mine. Mine was nicer.
Hello, Jason. Public. Hello. There you go. Don't stay mad. Hey, shut up.
Well, guys, that was nice to see Jason for half an hour. Got to see some of his toys. He's got one of these. What's it? Oh, sorry, I won't get it wrong now. It's a VR headset or 3D. I don't know. It was VR, yeah. Ocular. Again, whatever that is. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, well, ocular headset, 3D, 4D, whatever, 3D. Pretty cool. He put me on Google Earth, stood in the middle of his living room, and I thought, let's go to California where I was. And oh my god, you're floating above the ground looking down everywhere you look. It's just mind blowing. I'm sure some of you know. But in my tiny little mind, to the point of thinking, I wouldn't mind one of them. I could do the whole USA trip again in virtual reality. Wouldn't that be cool? Awesome. And of course now I've come the way with all the roadworks there. Why not? Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I could do my old Scotland trip, the USA trip, all in virtual reality. Does make you wobble around a bit though. Anyway, so quick ride back home now. It's 10 to 2 and I've got to get back home for past because of the little one. So I can't go too far away. So just go through Bryn Mine that way, I think. Betterton Rose. Little bit of back road. Oh dear. Flipping roadworks. Just weird when you work every day and you got a day off like today. It reminds me of how I used to feel when I was skiving school. There's something just doesn't feel right, like I shouldn't really be here this time of day. It's weird. Having said that, I would be home by now anyway. Ah, well, there's a few dirty looking clouds around at the moment. We don't want them, do we? Same temperature. I'm doing joyriding on my own, but I can't wait to go for a ride out with the guys again. I'll be this way for a while. Take us back onto the road we were on before. I think it's dry enough to go the back way. I've got time. Brakes work well. He came in out of there a bit quick, didn't he? Wobbling around like a bloody jellyfish again. Let's go up the old road for a little spurt. Used to be a ford across here. Whereabouts would it have been? Here, I suppose. Yeah, that's gone now. We used to come up this way and collect eggs when we were kids. Oh, reminiscing. Sorry. Like driving up against now I know what a salmon feels like, driving up against the stream of the water. And there's the view there. Can you see it? It's Conway Castle right over there. Don't know if you make that out. We go back down to the main road again. Taking you guys this way before. Oh, now I'm stuck behind a flipping car. Not what I planned for. Nowhere to pass. They're very unlikely to let me pass, are they? It's not Scotland. In Scotland I was amazed, nearly every car. It's like you had them right away, every car just moved out of the way for you. Not in Wales. Oh, this bike's going to be mucky. It's going to be a mucky bike. Yeah. The smells of the country. The essence of wet poo and pee. Lovely. 8 degrees. It's positively summer, sir. Positively summer. Thinking so much about the USA again. Give anything to go again. Boy oh boy. I don't know if I ever will, or if it'll ever be possible, if I'll ever be allowed, basically. The money. Fuck the money, I just want to go! It's just how much more enjoyable it would be the second time round, knowing what I know now. But for me, perfect. Ideally, have to be the same team, no more. Same team. And Richie, Egon, Albie, Graham and myself. That would be the dream one. The first one was not once in a lifetime, that was just the practice. Oh, go on, please, go. Yes, thank you. Woohoo! Yeah, that was just the practice. That was the warm-up, the reconnaissance. The reconnaissance trip. Well, this looks a bit slippy. Slippy, bumpy and gravelly. Lots of potholes. What a good choice, Andy. Find a dry bit. Oh, 6 degrees now. Which the poop? I can't believe I'm out on the bike. Gosh. It's not really sunk in yet, it doesn't feel real. It really doesn't. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, but that's a hell of a long time. Really. Not getting on your bike. Woo-wee! Love it. Just wish the roads were a bit dry so I could throw it around a bit more. Woohoo! Smell that wee-wee. Never thought I'd be saying that today. These roads are lovely in the dry. Just bang, 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 but not in this weather. Still, I'm not complaining, this weather's low. 5 degrees, doesn't feel any colder. 5 degrees. Here we go, going downstream now. Going down with the flow of the water. Come on, you two. Don't land in front of me again. Sorry the rides are a bit more interesting and I seem to be using the same routes at the moment, but it's just what it is at the moment. It is what it is at the moment, I'm afraid. There we go. Oh, right through the gravelly bit. When we get to the next crossroads, I'll see what time, how we're doing for time, before I decide which way I'm going home. Don't want to go back too soon, but I don't want to leave it too late either. Because you always need to allow a little bit. It's only last week I told her I'm going to Scotland again. Oh, that was hard work. Her little face, bless her. She was devastated. You know, it makes me want to not go, if you like, but I have to be strong and say no. You know, this is Daddy has to have his little hobby, have to have happiness, fun, you know, all that sort of stuff. But oh, she could talk me out of it so easily, so I've got to try and avoid that. Because I'd regret it, I know I would if I didn't go. But one look from that little girl's eyes and I'm melting like chocolate in a hot day. Two priorities in my life, she's one of them and I'm sat on the other one. Oh great, that's got a shitty road surface, so I think I will go the other way actually. Hopefully I won't regret this. Oh, lovely. I thought of cleaning you. I hope you can see now. Sorry guys. Woo-wee. It's a cold in them there hills. I say 5 degrees, I say 5 degrees it is. But I don't care if it's -5. Like this, it's perfect. It's dry, it's a few puddles, bit of mud around, not too bad. As long as you don't ride like an idiot. You can get out and have a little bit of fun. Blow a few cobwebs away. Stretch the legs of the bike. Get everything lubricated and working and moving around. Give the brakes and everything a good cycle in. Cycling. Any of you guys out there got a GS and used rain mode? I don't think I've ever used rain mode in my life on any bike. I find road modes, you know, normal modes perfect as long as you don't, you know, you can just be gentle on the throttle, can't you? You don't have to be banging it onto the throttle stop all the time. You just use your brains, isn't it? So we're going left that way, up them hills. 6 degrees, we're doing alright for time. It was green, you're colourblind. Sorry, it was green. Nothing to see here. It was green. I tell you, it was green. The sun was reflecting on the lens. You know what it's like, it makes a little red spot on the screen. Come on, you've seen that. If any of you have watched Teapot 1, and then obviously you're probably by now aware of the circumstances and the fact he's left his job. Disgraceful. So many more arseholes doing so many more things wrong, working in the police force. Lots of corrupt coppers. And somebody reports him and that's it. career over. I know it's his choice, but that's been pushed into a corner, isn't he? He had no bloody choice, really. Don't know anything about Teapot One? Go and have a look. Oh, this is sketchy. All the worst ingredients on a corner. Oh, bloody camber, potholes, water and gravel. A recipe for disaster if you're not careful, isn't it? I feel like I can hardly see out my screen now. Luckily I'm looking over the top. Oh, you're clean up there. This is one habit I can't get into. Still at 5 degrees, which feels quite, not warm, you know what I mean? I can definitely feel a little bit of the sun though, I think. I'm just seeing things. More friggin' traffic lights. I can't half bloody find them, can I? That's unusual, they don't usually change for me. Six degrees. Still haven't decided what to do about this wild bad weekend yet. I think, what if I spend all that money on a tent again and I bloody hate it again? I mean, what tent do I get? I want a bigger tent, so the same thing didn't happen as last time. But then, I don't want to spend a lot of money, and the one I've takes 20 minutes, half an hour to build, with 2 people. Not very good in high winds. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm getting, what I'm looking for. And I've always struggled getting the damn things back into the same pack. Do I really want that hassle? Would like to go. It'd be nice to see all the guys again, and all the guys I met on the previous, well, the original. Okay, it'd be nice to meet all the guys I met last time, a couple of years ago, on one of the Wild Bad Weekenders, who follow me, which is great. Thank you for that. And who I met and chatted with last time, or know me from the American trip. But we'll see. And of course last year's was pissing down, wasn't it? And oh, that really, don't know. Do I really want to lie in a field in the pissing rain? I like my home comforts me. Do I want to go enough to outweigh the thought of lying in a field in a puddle? Well, Denby lies ahead, not far now, guys. So I'll take this opportunity to thank you very much for coming along for this ride with me. And hopefully it won't be long, guys. We'll get some more stuff and get some more rides in and some tours and all the usual. We're a lot closer than I were last time I spoke to you, aren't we? That spring is coming. Already noticed the light improving in the mornings and in the evenings a little bit, which is nice. So thanks, guys. Give us a subscribe. I'd appreciate that very much. Any comments, feel free. I'm always grateful for comments and I'll always answer them. But yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, I love this bit. Just I love it so much quicker than I am right now. Just you can't push into it or lean into it too much. It looks dry enough, but that right in the centre where I am is a bit gungy. Anyway. Thanks guys. Love you all. See ya. Here we are guys, back in Denby.